You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call-in number is 708-798-WHFH, 708-798-9434. And you're listening to a modified version of Two Bees in a Pod.
Hold up.
No, not yet, bro. Not yet. What are you doing? This is not how we run it.
Are you sure, bro?
Yes, bro. We always do it on the second one.
I go
Lock in. You're listening to a modified episode of Two Bees in a Pod. Cast.
This is going to sound weird, but we're starting at 5:30 and we're ending at
5:30 to 7.
5:30 to 7. But welcome back to Two Bees in the Podcast. I'm your co-host, Bryce Barnett.
I'm your co-host, Bryce Christian.
And it is a great day. It's about like 60 degrees outside.
67. I'm sorry. I've been watching basketball all day. I'm sorry. It's just,
It is March season, which means
March Madness.
Yo, let me finish my sentence.
My
bro,
fault. I'm a little too jittery, bro.
Like, what are you doing today? You've been jittery all day.
Cause, bro, Duke almost lost. The fact that Duke almost lost to a 16 seed got me tweaking.
Look, it is March season, which means that for me and Christian, who are both very avid basketball fans.
You're a casual college basketball fan, though.
Dude, get off my back. Like, what are you doing, bro?
How many college basketball games have you watched this season, Twin?
Like 5. Like 5. But, bro, like, come on, bro. I know what I'm talking about, bro. I could write out a perfect bracket right now if I had to. But actually, you know what's crazy? I missed the opportunity to fill out a bracket. So.
Mind you, this guy's like, I'm an avid basketball fan, by the way.
I did it too late, bro. They was like, bro, you can't write it while the games are starting. I was like, oh, really, bro?
Obviously not.
I'm like, dang, bro, that's tough.
If the game's already on, that's like if you were a betting man on FanDuel and all that, you couldn't put it in a bet after the game started. It's not fair.
I'm going to go on Kalshi and bet my whole next paycheck.
That's not. That's not.
So, I think, I think I'd be good on that part, bro.
Right.
I'm going to put in about like 300 and get like 3,000 back. So, yeah, I'll be good.
Anywho.
Go ahead, Twin. Do what you do.
All right, let's get into it, bro.
Do what you do, man.
All right. Episode what? 20 now? Or 19? 19.
It is 19.
19. Episode 19.
Yes.
And we got somebody back with us today.
All right, so I ain't gonna lie. We have had, let me check this list. Sorry to be revealed, guest. I can't let you know right now. 5 guests since February 19th, which was Kathleen Carter's episode.
This is the end of the gauntlet.
Yes, we call this the guest gauntlet. We've had 5 guests in a row. And this man that is with us today is going to be the last of this guest gauntlet. Twin, can you give the introduction?
Today, HF legend, football legend, auto legend, engineering legend, just the guy to look for. Luscious locks. Today we got Brandon Courts. Oh my gosh. Yo.
But his mic isn't on.
The Hall of Famer's back. Yeah, now it is.
Oh, it's on now?
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
Because you were laughing too much. I had to turn it off.
Man, my bad, bro. How are y'all all doing today, though?
We're great.
Good? I'm good, man. I'm
That's
good.
The
I
sun's
can't
shining.
lie. Did anybody stop you in the hallway when you came?
Man, nobody in the hallway.
Nah, I don't think I had no problems.
Nah, just
a couple of stops, you feel me?
Because I'm saying, like, people should have been like, yo, isn't that, yo?
I guess they forgot. How could they, though?
They should tell, or you should tell the listeners what did happen.
What happened? Well,
got apprehended by
Bryce Christian and Bryce Barnett, your 2 podcast hosts, were supposed to check me in at the front desk. And I walk in about 20 minutes before my time. I'm always on time. And he stops me. He's like, what are you here for? I'm like, oh, I'm here to get on a podcast, 2 Bs. He's like, who?
You know what?
He disrespected us.
You know what, bro? That's how I know we're not there yet. That's how I know we're not there
We got posters around the school and everything. Who?
Oh Oh man.
And he told me that the host usually let him know what's going on.
I ain't even know that. I ain't even know.
I was like, oh man, okay, let me just call him. He was like, I was like, is that cool? He said, yeah, sure. I called Bryce Christian, called him 3 times.
You did?
He didn't answer once.
Wait, hold on.
I'm like, oh,
wait. Oh shoot, I see it now.
Oh shoot, he sees it now. Oh shoot, he sees it now. So I was like, oh man. He's like, just give me your driver's license. I was like, all right. and I have to get escorted.
Nah, he dead butt called me.
Yeah,
Yo.
I did 3 times, but that's okay. That's fine. And I got escorted by this new guy. This rookie guy. I've never seen this guy in my life.
He is a rookie, yes.
And he's literally following me around the hallways like I'm some like endangerment to the campus.
Now, I used to run it, bro. You had to make sure you're still running.
You feel me?
Well, I mean, look, man, we've been dealing with some stuff while you were gone. All I gotta say is we just need extra security. It's not your fault.
I saw, and that's cool. You feel me?
It's not your fault, man.
At the end of the day, I made it to the room, man. I got greeted by Bryce Christian at the door. Bryce Barnett was late, of course. He's filing his taxes. He's old.
What are we talking about, bro?
Now we're here.
You know what? All right.
Now we're here. I'm excited.
First of all, I'm actually filling out info for what I'm supposed to be doing for the. You know what? I'm gonna let you slide with that one, man.
For sure.
Brandon, would you like to, just give some insight to the viewers about your time at Iowa State?
Yeah, absolutely. My time's been great. I got there. I took my first visit the Sunday after graduation. So graduation was the 1st of June, which is a Saturday. I took my official visit, that Sunday, the 2nd. So I left at, 3 in the morning because I had to get there by 8 o'clock, and it's a 5-hour drive.
Oh, my God.
No traffic at all. The campus is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous in the summer. It is hot. It is hotter than nobody could believe hot in Iowa. I think it was 95 that day.
Jeez.
But campus is great. Life is great. Engineering life is great. Not too stressed yet. Haven't failed any classes yet, which is a good thing for engineering students.
Hey, what they say? D's get diplomas?
But the C's get degrees.
Indeed. Come on now. Come on. He knew how to finish this. He knew how to finish it.
But no, life is cool. Life is cool. I got my own little group.
Nah, I'll play.
Nah.
Nah.
Long story short, it's over.
Yeah, but nah.
And I've just been enjoying my time, man. I play basketball every Friday, work out 4 days out the week, 4 days out to 7, give 1 day to, catch up on work because, I'm still an engineering student. Nothing too difficult though, honestly. It's you got to be able to manage your time. And I have great time management skills from HF.
Shout out to Big HF.
Shout out to Big HF, Big Homewood-Flossmoor. No, teachers are great. Lectures are great. The only bad class I had was first semester. Had a 2-hour lab. Starts at 6 in the morning.
Yo!
So that was the one bad class that I had. But no, I made lightsabers. I made
That's fire.
I made a whole bunch of engineering projects in there.
Have you ever been late?
Have I ever been late? Is the sun yellow? Is the sky blue? Absolutely, I've been late. I'm no perfect student, not even by not even a little bit. No, I've been late. I've missed classes. I've dropped homework. Been late to projects, presentation. I've done it all.
It happens, man.
But
life happens.
It does happen, and you got to realize that it's okay. You got to be okay with that.
Be okay with making mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yes.
Still finish with an A. I hope my professor still likes me, I guess. And yeah, no, I'm starting off the second semester strong, doing pretty good. Calc test this Thursday. Well, next Thursday, actually.
Coming back from spring break, calc.
Yeah.
Test.
Yeah.
Boom.
I have that. I have a presentation Tuesday. But no, it's great, honestly. Those are the only 2 big things, and those are the only 2 big things that you really have to worry about is make sure you get your time management done, you get your homework done. That's big because you're going to have parties on the weekend. You're going to have stuff that goes on through the week that you cannot control. Those are variables that are out of your control. But if you can plan out your week, you'll have some fun time on the weekend, man.
Indeed.
Okay.
Now, I was just talking to you on the phone like a day or two ago about this. I was confused as heck as to how you're an electrical engineering student. However,
Mechanical.
sorry,
It's cool.
that's a mod. That's on me.
Get it right.
Y'all both engineering. I don't be knowing.
Yeah,
it.
no,
All
that's
right,
cool.
that's on me. But a mechanical engineering student, and we're hooping every Friday. You know,
Every Friday. State gymnasium every Friday.
like just all this free time on your hands. You said time management. What else is leading to this ample time? Because I know you said anybody who says that they don't have time when they're an electrical or any engineer, like doesn't like they capping.
They're 100%. I'll be the first person to admit that. Ahmad will probably tell you, "Oh, we have no time. There's nothing to do." Oh, yeah. Like, no, there's definitely enough time. You just have to set out those. I'm gonna be honest, engineer students, those 5 hours out of your 24, besides classes, to get your work done, and that's ample enough time. I promise you, because all of my projects will take me maybe 2 hours, tops, maybe 2 hours. Granted, I'll have to stretch it out each and every day, but yeah, no, you have enough time. I promise you have enough time. You got to plan out your work, do your homework on time. Most teachers will still put it at 11:59, so you have the entire day to do it. In your college class, the latest will probably end around 4 or 3. My latest last semester was 5 o'clock. That's fine. I still went to the dining hall. I set out 2 hours. I'm free by 10 o'clock. 2 hours? Are you kidding me? I can hop on the game. I can hoop still. I can work out. And yeah, those times build up. And as those hours progress, you have so much time on Friday. It's unbelievable because you're not going to go to sleep at, 12 o'clock on a Friday night? You're not going to go to sleep. So get ahead as well. Because you will have homework due over the weekend. I know, bummer. You have homework due over the weekend.
So surprising.
Usually they'll put it till Sunday. Like my English paper was due Sunday, 11:59, which gives you the entire weekend to still do what you want to do as a student. You have to set that time alone so that you won't be depressed, you won't be overstimulated, and you won't want to quit on everything that you've already worked for. And that's just engineering life. That's honestly college student life. That's how people get it. But if they don't get it, then they drop out. They go work some crappy job, flipping burgers. That's not the worst, but it's up there.
He's flaming them, yo.
It's up there, and yeah, no. I mean, you have time. I promise you have time.
Indeed.
Loads of time.
That was kind of like a little mini topic. We didn't even get to the real ones yet.
Just prioritize your time, man. Schedule, plan. Would you suggest that the incoming college students grab a planner, physical planner?
My mom's listening right now. If you say yes, my mom's gonna get on me.
Let me tell you something. Yes, it helps. No, you do not need it. I don't use a planner. I don't need to use a planner because all my stuff is scheduled out by my advisor and on Canvas. So I don't need to do any planning. My planning is right in front of me. It's just about how I allocate time to get my assignments done, and that's what progresses towards your final grade. So no, you don't need a planner. A lot of people like to use notes on your phone. That's valid. I take some notes, not a lot, but a journal, maybe 1 or 2, not crazy. Just to jot a few notes each class. But other than that, no, you don't need a planner. Not at all. No, I don't think so.
Indeed.
Twin, does your mom have a problem with?
She thinks I should use a planner, and I'm not even against it. It's just the fact of I don't have time when I'm leaving class, because a lot of times I'm gotta pack, especially if I'm leaving second period going to third period, because we always stay at second period late for reasons that I cannot disclose. But it's not anything bad. It's just it's tragic. Anywho, point is that we like, for example, on second period, I'm there. If class ends at what time does class end for second period? So do you remember?
Repeat that again. I'm sorry.
Class is I don't remember when it ends. I don't know why I can't remember, but actually it ends at, no, I don't remember. I'm gonna just move on, because let's say third period, right? 10:20, right? 10:20 to 10:31 is that transition period. All right, going from third to fourth.
Oh yeah.
All right. If I have to leave class at 10:20 and I stay in that class till 10:23, and I gotta get all the way to South, man, that planner going out the window. It's gonna be inconsistent. But if I can do it on my phone, it's 10 times more consistent.
Here's what I'm saying.
That's the only thing that's the only argument that I have against it.
For me personally, like, cause I'm not gonna lie, I filled out my physical planner. I ran out of pages. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Okay. But when I had it, what I did was I went throughout my day. I didn't fill it out throughout the day. Before I went to bed, I'm not gonna lie, I just wrote down everything I needed to do the next day and checked off all the stuff that I did today or that I was supposed to do today.
I would forget. I would fall asleep.
So maybe you're a digital notes guy.
Yeah, and I am. That's what I use. That's what I do. Okay. But the thing is, I still get late assignments. I still get missing assignments because I'm human. But sometimes I just forget, and it's unfortunate. But gotta be better. Gotta level up.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Still got A's and B's though. We good.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
A's and B's and IB classes. You're the GOAT.
Yeah,
you're the GOAT.
Appreciate that.
Impressive, even coming from me. That's good. But you said like walking to class is gonna make you like not like keep it consistent.
No, they want to keep the physical planner consistent. Okay. That's what makes the digital notes good for me because I can type it on the way to class.
Yeah,
you feel so. Essentially, if I have to sit down and write it, I'm gonna forget what happened. As you can tell, I forget stuff quite a lot. My memory is like decent, but it's not like. Yeah. If I'm doing a radio show and then after the radio show I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to do my planner. I'm not gonna remember. I don't currently. I know that yesterday I did not have any homework because I was memorable because I had an individual oral for Spanish in fourth period and we didn't do anything in fourth period. And fifth period, we didn't do anything. Like that was a day we're done with all content in physics. So we haven't been getting homework. Sixth period, it was a free day. We just had a work day. And seventh period, we did our work in class. We had a little exam question, filled that out, turned that in. That was it.
That's good.
So in conclusion, didn't have anything to actually
plan out.
Right.
Got you.
So therefore my planner on my phone is blank right now from yesterday. Right. From today though, still didn't have any homework because it's getting really light now because all of our stuff is like done for the most part. Yeah. Like first period we watched a documentary, or it wasn't a documentary, it was an interview with our teacher with his uncle that went to war. So it in my mind was like a documentary. Second period, we actually talked in Spanglish. Oh. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Because usually it's all Spanish. Right. Because I have Salvador and, IB, got all Spanish. Yeah. No, but Spanglish about the exams that are coming up. But we don't have, she didn't give us physical homework to do. It's just, make sure, next class, we're going to talk about the exams more. Cool. Great. Ooh. Third period, journalism, we already sent our stuff all to the printer. Got nothing. Fifth period, we had no homework again. We're done with content for physics. And fourth period, we just watched an episode from the series, my goodness, why can't I remember? The Rehearsal. It's on HBO Max. Pretty cool, actually. I'm not going to explain it, but essentially it just delves into absurdity and comedy. And we were analyzing the episode throughout the class. That was it. And we did a little 100-word reflection on it. Turned that in. We good. No homework. So my planner is blank again. So, all good, though.
And that's valid. But you do have to take notes in college.
Oh, trust me, I'm knowing.
And you have to walk a lot. This path is not, I promise you, this path is absolutely nothing. You have to walk around all the campus the entire day. But, it's okay. Some campuses have shuttles, which is fine. But none of my class I can use a shuttle for. Absolutely none. Because it's in the middle of campus, and you can't take a bus throughout the middle of campus.
Right. That would be pretty destructive.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no. Planners are fine, but I take all my notes virtually.
Indeed.
I don't take a physical planner at all. Unless I'm jotting notes in class, but I don't know. Other than that, yeah.
All right, well, before we get into the actual topics, because we just spent a lot of time on the mini topic, which is very valuable, we're adding that to the topic to the podtastic profile, or the podtastic recap at the end. But anywho, we have a couple promos to run, so we'll be back in a few moments. And we're back. You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call number is 708-798-WHFH, 708-798-9434.
All right, this is where we do
Bro!
it. This is where we do it. All right, Brandon, we have a tradition going on since the Kathleen Carter episode.
Yeah.
Where we
this
have
is the start of this, right? This was the start of the new gauntlet? Was it?
What you mean?
Was that the start? No, Sky and Caleb was the start of it. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, so this is basically where we have our guests say the intro with us. That's it.
All right, bet.
Just
Let's
like
do
look at his fingers, yo.
All right, bet. Let's do
All
it.
right.
All right, go ahead, Twin.
And you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod. Cast.
There we go.
That was cool. That was awesome.
Indeed. All right, on to the first topic. Actually, Brandon, I'm gonna let you introduce it because I feel like this is something that you should introduce as like the elder in here.
Yeah. So I just.
And that wasn't even supposed to be
That's
funny.
straight sneak diss, bro. I'm gonna just
That
let
was
you know.
not even supposed to be a sneak.
I'm gonna just let you know, bro.
That wasn't it. That was not the.
I'm gonna just let you know.
That was not the intention. And then Twin just starts like, bro, okay.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know what are your most memorable moments of HF and what are you guys still looking forward to, which includes graduation, senior activities, the trip to Six Flags.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just saw it a couple days
So
ago.
I wanted to know what you guys think. Bryce Barnett, you go first. What you think?
Hey, he passed the ball to you, yo.
I'm a slam dunk
And
this.
then I'll go ahead at the end.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I've done a lot here at Homewood-Flossmoor.
Really? No way. I didn't know that.
Nah, this dude, bro. This dude.
This guy's in 100 clubs.
I've experienced a lot. I've met a lot of people. I've been in a lot of clubs. I've been to a lot of events. It's just like, man, sometimes I ask myself, like, what else can I do? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just get to that point where it's like, I'm just ready for this to be over. Right?
That's valid.
And every time I think of graduating, I always think of it as a bittersweet moment. The bitter moment being that I'm going to have to leave Homewood-Flossmoor. I'm going to have to say goodbye for now to some of my underclassmen friends. I'm going to have to say goodbye to this guy for now.
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 Yeah. But the sweet moment being like, I've cherished so much here and I never took anything for granted. Like, I've literally accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. Any challenge that, came to me, I knocked it down.
Oh, he's him.
Yeah. Nah, but like, any challenge that came to me, I knocked it down and I kept moving forward. And everything that has came initially as something that was negative, I turned it into a lesson and I made it into something that kind of defines me more as a progressive person, somebody who's progressing and somebody who is growing instead of just being held back. What about you, Twin?
Post up. Nah, all right, let me stop. But
Excuse me if I sound sick.
he is sick.
You'll hear a lot of stuff.
Turn his mic off. Oh. No, but when I think about my senior year and what's about to happen, Twin asked himself, what more can I do? I asked myself the same thing. And I said, I'm going to do tech crew. I'm going to add more onto my plate. Because, DECA ended, got sixth in the state. Cool. All right. Now, all right, that's enough. All right.
Congratulations on
We
that.
lost, bro.
Okay.
We ain't get
Still
fourth, bro.
congrats,
We need it. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, like, we need a fourth.
You still goated in the state.
Something like that. Anyhow. Yeah, DECA's over. So, like, my presidency is not, like, over, but, like, it's pretty much over. I only got a couple months left of that. So, there are no major responsibilities left there. Voyager-wise, we only got one issue left. So, like, not many more responsibilities left there.
Yep.
IB-wise, turning these last couple of IAs, school's pretty much done. I mean, student government, they had the luck. Wow, they had the lucky to be a Viking week this week for St. Patrick's Day, and I did not sign up for one thing because I have tech week.
That's okay.
I have tech week at my middle school right now, so I'm doing run crew over there. So cool. Got a show tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, right? So I'm like, I got these things stacked up. So I'm adding on things because I'm pushing some things off my plate. So I'm like, let me keep it even. Let me still have a balanced diet. You feel?
Right.
So I was like, what else can I do at this school that I've always wanted to do that I didn't get to do yet? You know, when I looked at my junior year, I was like, I didn't get to sign up for like culinary. I wanted to take that class.
Facts.
I thought that would be pretty cool. I didn't get to do VTV yet. And I was like,
Well,
what's a way that I could be associated with VTV?
I asked myself the same thing, bro.
See?
Dab me up for that, yo.
Then we get the good old 2Bs of the podcast, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's the same concept for this that I did here. I'm going to be on the sound design crew for The Little Mermaid in April. So
Congratulations,
thank you. That's going to be something where it's like I've always wanted to do a show here, but my time does not allow for me to do a whole show because they ask like every day for like so long after school. I can't do that. I can't do that because especially before March, I got way too much going on. Like DECA is in January through March, like competition wise. And then we got, like I said, student government, NHS. I gotta get my service hours in. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting I'm getting like 20. I'm getting like 20 service hours just from that. So like, it's like I gotta find some way to do it. And I'm like, this is the last chance for me to do something for theater, so I'm taking it. So, I took an intro to theater class freshman year, and I looked at the practice schedule for some of those plays. I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening. Because when I did theater in middle school, they asked for 3 days a week for about 2 hours per practice. 6 hours, I was still able to play basketball and all the other things that I did, whatever. I forgot what else I did at that school. There wasn't much to do. It was still a very small school, 300 people in the whole school, from 2 years old to 14 years old. So, very small. My graduating class was about like 20-something people. You know, I didn't really have much else to do anyway. But, you know, did drama, did basketball, called it a day. Now I'm trying to do like the same thing. I'm still involved with basketball as a sports editor, and then, you know, kicking it back into theater. So, should be pretty cool. But, so yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, obviously prom and all this stuff that's like assumed, but like,
What's your suit color?
What is the suit color actually?
Come on, bro. Because that reveals Gabby's suit. I mean, Gabby's dress color. Right. I can't do that. Okay. I can't do that.
Okay. I'm just, hey, I didn't know y'all had that going on, bro. I didn't know y'all was gonna do like the mystery.
You think we ain't gonna match for prom?
No, I know y'all gonna match for prom.
No, we know that.
But I'm saying, I didn't think y'all were gonna like do a mystery review. Like, I'm gonna see it once we get there, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It better not be no like outlandish neon green, bro.
Yes.
All right.
I would have flooded pants with no socks and loafers.
So we doing high waters?
You're not allowed in the film museum, bro.
You can't do high waters.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. No.
I won't even be in the state, but I won't allow you.
Brandon, did you go to prom?
I did go to prom.
Come on, bro. You know he went to prom, bro.
I went to prom both my junior and my senior year.
So here's the thing. Why'd you go junior year?
Why did I go junior?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Because then you already spoiled it for senior year. I would have had that experience one time and one time only. Plus, it's a lot.
What if that experience is bad?
I don't see it that way, honestly. Because why do you go to homecoming all 4 years?
Because it's not an exclusive event for juniors and seniors.
What?
I'm serious.
But it's still
and
like,
it's like senior prom, it's junior prom. Like, this is the last dance that I'm ever doing. That's the feeling that I want. I don't want to see. It's the same venue every time. I don't want to see the same venue twice. Only thing that changes is the color of the decorations.
I mean, you saw the same homecoming venue twice.
Actually, it changed.
3 times.
It changed actually.
When?
They changed it to. Oh, you weren't here freshman year.
Yeah, I wasn't, bro. I was at Summit, Illinois, Argo Community High School.
Yeah, no,
bro.
They changed it.
Okay. Right.
You knew
well, you still saw it twice. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Okay.
Of course you see it twice, bro. I see it 100 times, bro. That's my
point.
Gym. It's the gym.
That's my point.
Yeah, this is the field museum, bro. It's a big leagues, bro.
What about Turnabout?
Turnabout, I already knew it was Tuscany Falls. I already seen Tuscany Falls before.
Bro, that's my point.
My school is right across from Tuscany Falls, bro.
Your what?
My middle school is right across from Tuscany Falls.
Right.
I told like everybody that was at Turnabout, I was like, oh yeah, I went to school right here, bro. I already know what it looks like in here. They're like, oh, it's so cool. I'm like, I've seen this already. It's nothing new. I knew this. I'm true to this.
Look, man.
You feel.
Brandon, what attire did you sport at prom?
My junior year, I went with black with gold accents. It was like a goldish, like copper, like kind of, I don't know. It was her idea. It wasn't mine. And then black shoes. I went all black, gold accents, gold jewelry. That's what I went.
Mm-hmm.
My senior year, I went, so my brother, for his senior year, he did this red suit with black accents. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna try to do that because his suit was fly. I can't lie, his suit was fly. I was gonna recreate all the pictures and stuff. It's gonna be real cool. Problem was, I got there too late to pick out my custom suit. So I was like, oh snap. And I've worn black as my main color all 4 years to any.
Time out. Where'd you go for your custom suit? I'm interested.
I went to Men's Warehouse.
Indeed.
Shout out Men's Warehouse.
I went to Men's Warehouse. Yeah,
For sure.
So I wasn't trying to go out to the city and do all that. What pointless, honestly. So I got there and I was like, Dad, I really don't want to do all black. He's like, I'm sorry, but you got to do it. So I made it work. I went all black and I did red accents instead with silver jewelry. And then I did half up, half down for my hairstyle. We took a party bus and it was lit. It was fun, really fun. That is what I wore, yeah. And then on my other dance, I just did black with gold. That's all I did.
For sure.
I mean, that's what
Classic.
That's what I've always been wearing. So,
For sure. I mean, he's in black right now.
I am in all black right now.
All right, well, I'm passing the ball to you now, because you said you have something.
Yeah, of course. My freshman year was all COVID, so I don't really have much to speak on my freshman year. Half of it was shut down. I did okay in football. I did okay in basketball. I actually got COVID, so I couldn't even finish out the season. So there's nothing much. Sophomore year is when I really started to blossom. I really started to branch out into what I really wanted to be for college. At that time, I thought it was going to be vet tech. I've been wanting to be a vet my entire life. So I took nursing classes over the summer. I took a bunch of biology and chemistry. I did all that. And then I got to BB's room. And I walked in there. I'm like, holy smokes, this is cool. Like, I was down the hall. There's a robot that's driving past me, and there's a kid controlling with a little like remote controller. It was awesome. I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do. So my junior year, I took all the engineering classes. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, and then I took auto too, because automotive and mechanics go hand in hand. And then I really started to get passionate about what I wanted to do. But I stuck to what I've been doing as a kid, playing a lot of sports, doing a lot of workouts. I was a football captain my 2 years that I was on varsity, which is awesome. Went to playoffs all 3 years because I got pulled up for sophomore year. Played basketball for 2 years. I gave that up. I shouldn't because they won a state championship the year after I gave it up.
Would you have made the team your senior year?
Who knows? I leave those decisions up to God, but
Indeed.
I don't know. I'm too humble to say. Oh, of course I'll make it. But yeah, no, I have no clue. I would have been playing basketball with my good buddy Bryce Hurd, who hoops at Dayton. I believe they just got knocked out the tournament though, which does suck.
They did.
Yeah, that's still my guy though. We just talked a couple of days ago, asked him about life and how Dayton was and how college was, and it's really cool to connect. Because at HF, you make so many valuable memories and so many friends, which is why graduation is so bittersweet. Like what Bryce said, you're leaving all of this behind. Sure, you come back for breaks, but it's just not the same. You're not going to classes and seeing Bryce Christian sitting in the back of Mr. Sebas's room, or you're not seeing Ahmad playing volleyball in the gymnasium every day. You're not seeing that, and you got to be okay with that. I don't know, probably my most memorable moments. Sure, you guys will probably think I'll give like a football answer, a basketball answer, band answer, but no. It was when I finally branched out and joined a podcast. 2 B's in a pod. I've been meaning to go on a podcast my entire life, and I just couldn't find the opportunity until Bryce Christian asked me in that same seat in that back room, in Mr. Sebas's room. He asked me and Ahmad, do you want to hop on 2 B's in a pod? No hesitation. I said, yes, let's do it.
There was no hesitation. I vividly remember that.
No hesitation at all. That is probably my most memorable. I mean, just talking about Christ with guys that I've grown up with, honestly. And it was great. It was fantastic. I really like getting my voice out to reach to my younger audience because I'm old. I hate
we
to
know.
say it, but
We know.
I'm old, and I love mentorship. I do love it. I have a little sister back at home who looks up to me a lot, so I have to carry the same principles that I carry and instill within her as well, so that she's not growing up in the wrong and doing bad things or going to bad places, or, because she's going to come here in 2 years and go through all the same memories. She'll probably get the same teachers that I have. They'll be like, you're Brandon Court's sister. Like, oh, yeah. So, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I've left, I won't say it's like the best legacy, but I left something here. I left absolutely something here. My name is etched in the band hallway.
Yes. For real?
It's etched in the band hallway for that.
Did not know that
honors ceremony. I've been in NHS, so I'm on there too. And it's amazing, honestly. I love this school. I do. I can't lie. I love this school. So many people regret high school. I don't. If I could relive it, I would immediately, 100%, no doubt. Same way. Except play basketball. But other than that,
that's like your biggest regret of high school?
That probably, because I had a good chance of making it, but I don't know if I'll make it, but it would be good to try.
Indeed. What do you think's the reason why you didn't make it now that you look back at it, if you do know the reason yet?
I lost passion. It's just as simple as that. I wanted to stay healthy for football because I knew I had to carry my captainship into my senior year. I knew I had to perform, I had to execute, I had to be in the weight room for the younger guys every day, 3 days out of the 5 days out of the week. I had to go to study table, all that. So I had other responsibilities that I had to maintain, and basketball just did not fit in it, which is okay. It's absolutely 100% fine to drop what you previously had in order to pursue something that's way greater, because I gained a lot of values from being a captain. I gained a lot of sportsmanship, a lot of team management, a lot of leadership, and I carry those into college with me every single day. So probably another memorable moment is that senior trip to Six Flags. That's a lot of fun. You leave here about, 7 o'clock, and you have the entire park to yourself until I think it's 3 in the morning.
Yo, what? We got the 3?
That is
first show. I did not know that.
That is loads of fun, and you are with your friends the entire night. I hope so. That is loads of fun, and then graduation always.
So lines are always short.
Lines are always short.
Bang! You're always gonna go crazy.
There's no line. I promise you. In the first maybe 2 hours, there's no line, because that third hour is lunch, and then everybody's rushing out of there to get back in the ride. So there's no lines at all. You might sit there for like 2 minutes, but that's not easily comparable.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait. Time out. I'm confused. You said third hour is lunch?
So they provide a lunch for you guys. You don't have.
So it starts at 7.
It starts at 7. No, PM.
So what do you mean lunch?
You have the night. Well, come on. It's the middle break is your lunch in a day. So whatever the middle of your day is, that's where lunch is. So
that's the middle of our day.
In the middle of your Six Flags trip is your lunch period.
Wouldn't that be dinner?
At 12 at night?
No. I definitely want to call that lunch.
It's lunch, dinner. It's lunch, dinner. It's a meal, okay, bro? I'm sorry. It's a meal. It's a meal.
I'm dragging it. I'm just trolling.
It's a meal. And you get that, so you don't have to go crazy stupid on concessions. It's still expensive. All the prices still stay the same. They won't ever change that up for you.
Of course not.
And then graduation. Graduation was fun. It was sweet. I'd never cry ever. I shed one tear during graduation when Dr. Alexander said to move the tassel over. I forgot what the actual name is, but
I think it's tassel, right?
Yeah, something like that. But
oh my gosh, this coughing guy.
Bro, be quiet.
That's all I got. HF was fun. HF is loads of fun, and I hope you guys really do finish out the senior year strong.
Yeah.
Because there is still a lot of work to do. You still have a lot of work. 2 months is a lot still. But it didn't really hit me until all my AP testing were done, that this was finally over. So I'm just gonna prepare you guys for that right now, because I know senioritis is already kicking. People say they try to avoid senioritis. People try to avoid senioritis. You can't. It's so hard to do it, and it hit me probably senioritis probably hit me right after sports. But I had to finish.
You mentioned that too.
Yeah, I did. It hit me right.
It's like November.
Right after sports. I didn't want to do anything, and then I realized I still had a purpose. I still had a job. I still had a job to do. I still had to get into school first, and then I still had to succeed, not just for myself, but for the people around me to set a good example. So, yeah, no, that's all I got from HF.
Indeed. I think it's a perfect segue. Homestretch senior year, right? What else is there left to do? I'll let you lead it again, Brandon. You know, these your topics as we've been doing this year.
We always give our guests the honor that privilege, man.
Yeah, just go ahead. I don't want to take any words out your mouth or anything. You know.
What's the question? One more time.
It was the homestretch topic.
What it takes to get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you guys something. It takes a lot of long nights. It takes a lot of perseverance, and it takes a lot of resilience to get to where not only where you want to be, but where you are going to be as well. So it takes a lot. I won't say it's easy, because it's not. Nothing ever in life is really easy. And if it is easy, then you're doing something wrong, because it should be hard to where you want to go and to study what you want to study. You should feel challenged, because you want to be a professional in whatever you want to do, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and that's every aspect of life. So, I mean, you might try to quit on yourself. I've done it multiple times. You might try to quit on yourself, but then you got to realize that it's not just about you. You can't be selfish in your home stretch. This is not about you. This is what your parents have given for you, what your community has provided for you. This is all paid by a wealthy people in HF. This is a nice campus, and this is all provided in a lot of taxes. But riches, and they want to see this school succeed. This school has always succeeded. You can even see it with the building. I haven't been inside the building, but you can see it from almost the hospital, which is that way. It's huge. They know this building succeeds. So you have to realize that, and you want to succeed for yourself. So you have to push yourself past boundaries, past expectations, so that you can really get there in the moment, and you can get there to graduation, because not everybody graduates. And so, yeah, you really have to grind. It's a battle, but you have people beside you that care about you and want to see you succeed, like your parents, your friends, your teachers especially, and then any other people that want to see you succeed.
Indeed. Man. So what is it taking for you? What I don't even know how to say it. What's the driving factor for you right now?
If I had to go off like a list, one, I would probably say really just finishing this year strong academically. I would want this to be the year where I have the best grades that I've possibly had while being at Homewood-Flossmoor. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not too sure. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've had the hardest classes that I've had ever.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's good. But in terms of having the best grades ever since I stepped foot in Homewood-Flossmoor, I don't know. But I'm striving towards that goal. Number two, I would probably say my friends and definitely my community. That's one factor that always keeps me like motivated to keep going, because I'm not gonna lie, those days where I was probably sick or I was probably, not too active to go to school, people would text me, yo, where you at, bro? I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Brown, when I came back in, the next day during English first period, Mr. Brown was like, hey man, we need your presence here. I ain't gonna lie.
You talk, you add to the conversation.
He's like, we need you here, bro. He was lighthearted about it, but I could tell he was like kind of serious. He was like, hey man, we missed you, man. Like, we miss you when you go. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, bet.
Well, let me lock in.
I know what I need to do. Number 3, 2 B's, man. I ain't gonna lie. Working on the podcast, just seeing these flyers, bro. Dude, it's like man, it's literally like it's like a drive-by, just surge of influence. Like every time I walk past it, it's like, all right, I know what I need to do. I need to keep being here, man. I need to keep speaking to these people. I need to keep influencing these students, influencing my friends, all of this stuff. Because some people look at me as a vocal influence. Especially, not to toot my own horn, but I'm not gonna lie. After that assembly, people did come up to me and was like, I'm really moved. I was really moved by it. And, you know, you have an obligation here, not only as a student, but as a role model to some people to keep showing up. And that is something that I hold to myself every day. Even the days where I probably don't go to school, I'm on the classwork virtually. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm emailing my teachers, hey, sorry I couldn't be here. I'm here tomorrow. So those are the 3 things that keep me going.
All right, I guess it's my turn. You know, something really but it was the same day that Brandon sent in his new topics. I think it was yesterday, actually. I don't know why I'm saying the same day. It was yesterday. Yesterday, I was at Tech for my middle school. And basically, I didn't have dinner yet. And I was supposed to have dinner beforehand. But Voyager was out of whack. I'm gonna be honest, it was out of whack. I had to uphold my duties as a head graphic designer. You know, do the page design. I don't mean to
interrupt you. Number 4 was being there for the Voyager. Yes.
Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah, page design was out of whack, like I said, and had to stay there till about 5 something. And I was supposed to be at my middle school at 6 o'clock. I left here at like 5:38. So I'm already running late because that's like 25 minutes away. So I'm like, hey, we running late. I already knew they had stuff to do before they ran the show. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to just eat dinner after. I'm going to struggle a little bit, whatever. You know, I'm going to go through it. So I get there, I'm talking to, because these directors are the same directors that I had in my 8th grade year. And they were always, the head director, Miss Marta, shout out Miss Marta, she was the director all of my years. And then the other 2 kind of switched every once in a while. But anywho, point is that I was talking to Miss A, another director, she's like the vocal director, essentially. I was like, yeah, Voyager was crazy, you know, didn't have any dinner yet. And she was like, you know, we got some cookies in the back. They froze up some cookies. You want some cookies? I'm like, I'll take some cookies. A little off the diet, but, you know, it is what it is. We're going to get it back tomorrow. I got it back today. I had nothing crazy today, you know. Just eggs and bacon, veggie wrap. Actually, no, Caesar wrap. You know, we're going to eat some good dinner when I get home.
Nutritional.
Right? Yeah. I got actually a straight veggies, rice, and chicken when I get home, actually. From this place called Hawaiian Bros on Halsted. It's actually really good. Y'all should try it out. Yeah, I mean, it just opened like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Anyhow,
I looked that up.
Point is that I'm walking to the back, and we have to walk through classrooms to get to the freezer. And one of the students' moms help out to, like, you know, dress the kids, etc. And one of the moms was like, "You're Bryce Christian?" I was like, yeah. And she was like, so, like, I saw your name on the tech list, and I also saw you on an article about the New York Times. I'm like, there was no article in the New York Times. This is what I'm thinking right now. I was like, oh, there was no article in the New York Times. But I'm just being grateful, you know. I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it, you know. She was like, so, like, what happened? I was like, oh, yeah, I went to New York over the summer and for journalism. And then she was like, oh, my gosh, that's so cool. Like, there's another mom there that also heard about it. Apparently, they're the community is what I got from that, right? Like, wow, that's pretty cool. I got my cookies. I was hungry. All right, I'm not going to lie. I came back, though. I ate a couple cookies, and something in my head was just like, you got to go talk to that woman again. There was no article, and, like, how the heck did she know? Like, because I'm like, there was no article on it. Turns out she saw the video from the HFFYI about what Mr. McIntyre filmed me for with the whole New York Times thing. Had a whole conversation about it. She got a daughter that go here. Really cool connection, actually. And I was like, wow, you know, didn't know that like I actually like kind of had that impact essentially. Because mind you, I am in a whole different town at this moment. Like they live in the community, but like I've never seen them in this community essentially. So I'm thinking like, wow, it's pretty cool. Like, so that's something that's definitely driving me. Like it was kind of subconscious, but it kind of became conscious yesterday where I was like, that's something that's driving me. Just like continuously making that impact, whether it's through our episodes with Dr. Alexander, Dr. Norell, or whether it's with the Voyager or literally anything else that I'm doing at the school, whether it was DECA a couple weeks ago or student government being involved in my service hours, all that good stuff, right? So, you know, there's this mom squad thing that's coming up. I might be helping out with that. I don't know. Just stuff like that. So essentially, that's something that's driving me, just kind of having that impact on the community as well as trying my best, because that's something that my parents have instilled in me forever. And I've instilled in myself of like, don't sell yourself short, you know? Don't not live up to your potential, because then that's disrespecting yourself essentially. So what I essentially have to do is, whether I get the IB diploma or not, I got tests coming up in May, and you know, I'm gonna try my best, whatever that means at that time. Whatever my best is at that time, I'm gonna give my best. So obviously, even though school's literally going to be over, we get out of school on the 14th. We have tests going up to the 20th of May, I think. So I have to come back to school after our last classes and still take tests. That's what's trying my best is. So stuff like that. And mind you, these tests are not easy. Like, these are harder than AP exams. It's no multiple choice unless it's a Spanish test. Like, everything is free response. Like, they give you just got to write a lot. So, I mean, yeah, I'm a writer, but it's like, it's different. It's just, like, for example, for econ, you might see some multiple choice on that AP exam. Man, on the IB econ exam, you got about, I think it was like 2 hours. You got to write 3 papers. So.
What?
Yeah.
Bro.
And I got a 3 out of 7. So, you know, and the 4 is passing. So I'm right there. And it's an SO class, so if I get 3 threes, then I'm cooling. So, not too shabby. I'm happy with the score, you know. But the point is that was me trying my best. I have to do the same this year. Because junior year, I was really locked in. I got to stay locked in throughout this last final stretch. Like, I posted something on my spam last year talking about the final stretch. And that was coming up on that econ exam. That was me, like, telling myself, like, you know, stay in there. We only got, like, a couple weeks left. Stay in there. Same thing this year. Got to stay locked in. So, anywho. But with that, we have some more promos to go through. So, we'll be back in a few moments again. And we're back. You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM. Oh, my goodness.
My bad.
And the feedback. Your mic's off for a little bit. Hold on. No, you're good. Let me just run through You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call number is 708-798 WHFH 708-798-9434. And you're listening to Tubies in the Pod.
Cast.
What I did not see your fingers.
Just bro.
You were behind the monitor. You're never
again?
Yeah. And you're listening to Tubies in the Pod. Cast. Thank you for not putting it behind the monitor.
Yeah, bro, you're good, man.
Thank you.
You're good.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
All right. On to our next topic. It's kind of a perfect segue. What drives you? Again, just lead it off, Brandon, because you had some really complex thoughts in here. I don't want to misstate anything you were saying.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'd asked, well, what we all share in common is our accolades and what our successes are. My question is, what elements actually define who we are past those accolades and achievements? Does anybody want to start?
So you going, bro?
Dude,
I need to start
I went the last time.
I don't care.
I went the last time.
We let you lead it off, bro.
Okay.
I just talked for like 5 minutes. They don't want to hear my voice anymore. Till later.
You don't know that, bro.
All right. I guess not.
Okay. That's a very tough question because I'm not gonna lie. Some of the achievements that I've had with Homewood-Flossmoor is kind of a reflection of who I am and how I've gotten there. But I would say, besides that, and kind of separating myself from that, really just being there for my friends, and also being there for my family. Now, I'm not going to frame myself as this perfect family guy, you know.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, that's good, but he does this a lot.
I'm not gonna frame myself as this perfect, you know, friend guy, family guy, all this other stuff. Like sometimes I'm not always there. You know, I'm not always vulnerable. I'm not always open. I'm gonna be honest. But I think where my humanity comes into play is being able to, I would say, grow from that and progress from that, because I've had so many talks with my mom and my dad about, you know, opening up a little bit more or being more vulnerable. And it's kind of ironic because it's like, I have a podcast. Why would I not talk? You know what I mean? But there are days where I find it emotionally trying, because some of the things that I deal with, I just don't like explaining. Like, it just feels too straining to have to talk to somebody about everything that's been bothering me, everything that's been overwhelming, especially with school, because it's like, you know, you deal with this Monday through Friday, and you have to deal with every single day of the week, going through whatever you go through, whether it's friend problems, for my people who are in a relationship, you know, relationship problems. This dude, bro, this dude. If you're in very hard classes, you know, difficult class problems and challenging problems within the classwork, like all that, having to explain all that is just sometimes tiring. And sometimes you just take the route of being kind of in your room, in your own, you know, solitude, and just
Staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., bro.
yeah, just thinking about whatever you're thinking about. That's one thing. And I would really say, like, just uplifting people. That is one thing that I take pride in, because I'm always excited when people come to me about their problems, or when people come to me about their issues, because they kind of look at it as like a therapeutic type of thing. You know, like, dang, I'm going through something. Let me go talk to Bryce about it. Like, I just talked to a friend the other day about something, you know, that she was going through. And I felt like, man, you know, like having that, how could I say this? Having that obligation and having that responsibility is something that I would never take for granted, because there could be situations where people like, I don't want to talk to him about that. He don't know what to say. Like, this dude, bro, he's not.
Get him out of here, bro.
Like, he's not equipped. Like, he don't know what to say at all. Like, I'm not talking to him about none of my problems, but that's not the case, and I'm glad that it's not. Even though sometimes it be problems that's, you know, really, really complex, or problems that are really, really simple, dude, I will accept it all. You can come talk to me about anything. And that's something that I take really good pride in. Besides my accolades and my achievements, it's my ability to sort of have like that therapist-like relationship with people, but to also have that really unbreakable and that indelible trust. So it's your turn, bro.
Catch. It won!
This dude, bro. Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here.
You know, he gotta make the shot, you know, off the catch.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
Keep that elbow tucked.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. When I saw that question of who are you, I was like, whoa.
Hold up. I'm not gonna lie. I think this might have been a spam email. Twin, you might be getting an email from Daniel Kimball talking to you about a job opportunity at Homewood-Flossmoor High School. Not gonna lie.
On my school account?
Yeah.
Nah. Fake.
Like,
Job
bro.
opportunity at Homewood-Flossmoor. Mind you,
Like,
I'm
bro.
a student.
Like, bro.
Nah, it's fake, bro.
What?
Don't get scammed.
What?
Did you click on the email? You
No.
might be cooked if you did.
I didn't click on it.
Okay, good. Anywho, when I looked at the question, who are you? I was like, whoa. I got taken back a little bit. I was like, whoa, hold on. That's a question I really got to think about. That's not just like a like quick answer like,
Yeah.
what's 2 + 2? 5. Like, you know?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Just get on with the explanation. Like, what?
Anywho. Oh.
Like, bro.
I was trying to breathe and I started laughing again. Anywho. All right. But yeah, I was like, whoa, like that's something I actually got to think about. And at the core, I don't know who I am yet. That's something I'm still discovering.
Yeah.
You know, I know my characteristics. I know my personality traits and, you know, my grades. But like that's not like who I am, you know? And that's something that I'm figuring out as I go throughout this game we call life. But essentially, kind of going off of what Twin said, I like to be somebody who is there for other people. And I think that's something that will be part of my core for as long as I live. Just like having that empathetic mindset as much as possible. Something that I used to subconsciously pride myself on, but now I like consciously I'm like that's something that kind of developed the past couple of years. It would be in my high school years for sure. Just like he was saying, come talk to me about whatever, you know. Like my close friends know that. Like they can like talk to me about whatever. Like Twin knows that, Brandon knows that. You know, people like the guests on here, like Sky, you know, everybody else pretty much that's been on here can like, you know, hit me up whenever, as long as I'm not asleep. Then like I'm not answering that phone if I'm asleep. Sorry. But you know, if I'm awake, I got you. Essentially what I'm saying is same thing as Twin. When I'm at my core, I'm somebody who likes to serve others and help them as much as I can. And I think that's also a reason why I kind of do stuff where it's like, why the heck would you take a whole week out of your life besides on Thursday because you have two bees in a podcast with Brandon Courts and be at and actually that was a conflict I had at first because I was like usually I do tech week every day. I never skipped a day before, but I was like, I ain't gonna lie, he's coming back. We got to get him in. I'm not missed this opportunity again like we had to do last time. That was terrible. But essentially, just why would you take a week out of your life? Essentially, especially senior year, you could be doing a bunch of other things, and you go back to your middle school to move set pieces around and get yelled at by your director, or your old director, or like not in a bad way, but like she's yelling at everybody. And like, go do this, go do that, because people dropping lines at the shows on Friday and they dropping lines on Wednesday. Like, whoa, like this is not good. So stuff like that, it's kind of just it's a madhouse. And it's like, why do you go back? And I'm thinking it's because, well, first of all, I love that place. Like that's where a lot of me was formed. When you ask who am I, that's part of me for sure. This will be part of me as well. Homewood-Flossmoor, the radio, WHFH. 2Bs specifically, you know, these are things that are like gonna be part of me as I grow older. And essentially just the fact of wanting to, you know, go back to the old stomping grounds. And you're also checking on the people who I can check in on. Like some of my old teachers I'm gonna be seeing this weekend at the shows because a lot of the teachers come to see the show and stuff like that. So even when I think back to like, why would you try to get 25 service hours, like focus on something else? Well, there's a community around me that, like Brandon has said, has poured a lot of money into this place. So that's like kind of a way to give back, you know, stuff like that, where it's like, that's not the only reason why I do it. Like it also, I mean, the service level is like NHS looks great on the application, and you get that email, you got nominated, bro. Of course I'm accepting that. Like I'm not gonna, you know, so then you find out like later, because I found that out in sophomore year. I'm NHS. Oh, that's cool. I've heard about that, and I saw like a bunch of my, like at the time, a bunch of my junior friends wearing the NHS hoodies. I'm like, what's National Honor Society? Like, you'll see. I'm like, okay, thanks. So essentially, just wanting to give back as much as possible. That's definitely something, whether it's with my friendships or just past experiences in my life or with family too, you know, just being there for family. Like if there's like a loss in the family, checking in on the people that have been affected most by it. Cause sometimes if it's like somebody, oh gosh, you good, Mutt?
Yep.
Great. If it's somebody who you're not as close to, you know, you got to check in on people who were closer to that person, you know, things like that. So also who I am, of course, man of God. That's something where it's like, I already knew that part. Like, but other things that are tying into that, like, that's something I'm still figuring out myself. I really couldn't tell you. But like what defines me, all these questions that are in this text message I'm looking at right now, like I don't know a lot of these answers, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. And kind of just like I feel like just to find who I am, I just got to keep on living, you know, just like taking it day by day, seeing how I just deal with daily struggles that are inevitably there, and essentially just, like I said, being there for the people who are there for me. So, Brandon, you didn't really speak on it too much. I'll let you say whatever.
Matter of fact, we're going to let you close this one out.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. Let me tell you something. Achievements can tell you what you have done as a person, but they don't tell you what type of person you actually are. Sure, I played football. Sure, I've been in band. Sure, I've been in NHS. You can tell I'm a smart guy. How did I get there? That's the question that you look for, employers look for, and what your parents look for. I spent a lot of long nights thinking about this question. Who am I? Who am I? And to be honest, I still don't know the complete answer, and I probably won't for a long time, which is okay. But what I do know is that I take pride in looking after people and taking care of what I love. That is what I take pride in doing. I show no fear in what I've done. It's instilled in my bio. It's instilled on my forearm. Any fear that may come your way, if you have faith in it, you can overcome anything that comes at you. And I truly and wholly believe that. I've been a student of the game my entire life, looking for my why, looking for ways to improve. And then I get to high school and I finish it like, what is there more to do? We all had that question. But then I look deeper I flip the question around. What more can I do, right? What more can I do to satisfy myself? So I teach. I teach not only myself ways to improve, but I teach the other people around me principles and privileges that'll carry you on in your lifetime, in your lifespan. And so you gotta, how do I phrase this? I mean, we know our story. We don't know why we got there. And so I'm fearless. My mindset is proven better than most, honestly. A winner for the most part. But I really take pride in taking care of what I enjoy in life. I don't hate. I never use the word hate. I try to enjoy and find peace in whatever I do. And if I don't, I find something else to do. So I'm not stuck in the same place. And I wrap my story around to find that I'm always learning. I'm always a student of the game. I mean, I can't take that away from me, and I will never, ever take it away from me. But there's also kids that look up to me, and so I have to teach and I have to mentor, and that's what I love to do. That's what I enjoy to do. So it's just like what you guys said, taking care of people who you look after, and mentorship. That is who I am. I'm a mentor. Life lessons, life experiences, I've been through it all. I can go on and on and on about any topic, and I'm always there for you to listen to you. I think we just had, me and Bryce Christian just had, I don't even know, that seemed like an entire day conversation.
Pretty much.
About I won't get into it.
But, undisclosed.
Yeah. But I mean, And I'm always down to do that. That takes no effort in me to do that. It's not, you're not interrupting anything. If I see that you're really in need, I'm going to help you out. That's just the type of person that my parents have instilled in me. That's what I instill in myself. So I can teach you some things that I've known, which makes me sound old, which is okay.
Yeah, Uncle Brandon over here.
Whatever. But I mean, geez, I mean, what more can I say? I'm usually never grumpy. I'm never sad, never mad. I don't know. I always carry like this, like kind of like smirk on my face. My mom pointed it out to me when I was young, and I had dimples. So I always hated my dimples. They went away though. And I don't know. I just have this like this carefree mentality. I still care about, you know, what needs to be cared about, but I'm just like, okay, that's cool. What's next? What's next for me to do? So that is who I am as a person. Besides my accolades and my achievements, I'm still a student. I'm still a student. I'm still a person, and I'm still a mentor at heart. So that is who I am.
Indeed. Yeah, just that. You know, I'm finding stuff out about myself through this. You know,
Yes.
it's nice. I'm developing as we speak. Anyhow, do we want to do? Okay, twin.
Man,
I
listen,
want to do the sports one.
You want to do both?
We don't got time for both. We got 10 minutes, dog.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Screw
I have a perfect segue for the sports one though.
I said let's do sports.
Bet, go ahead.
Let's do
All right,
sports.
I got sports sit down with Brandon.
do what you need to
Brandon
do.
course, yo, on the good old Two B's in the podcast. All right,
up?
we got 11 minutes left. I wanted to ask you, going to college, you've been playing sports, like organized sports, all 4 years of high school and before that, of course. What is it like not having that same experience? Are you obviously you're finding other outlets through, like you said, you play basketball every Friday. What else, or even not even what else, but just how is it impacting you, that change of lifestyle, that change of life? Because one thing, really quick, this thought really popped into my head. Ryan Coogler, you know, won the Oscars and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're going. Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Thanks. He had a sit down with somebody, and he was talking about how he used to play football in college, and he went to film school eventually, and essentially he carried that same mindset of that football mindset, that sports mindset that we all have here today, and carry that into that film career, and kind of like that's what he attributes his greatness to, kind of that mindset a lot. So I wanted to see, is that mindset fueling your engineering success, or what is the change, and what is the change like in your life going from going from a bunch of organized sports to not as many now?
Yeah, well, what I will say first is I have a lot more free time now. Sports took up my entire day, which is fine if you really care for it, which I did. Those factors still play into my head. Even as soon as Coach Rex told me, and told me what I had to be and what I must be, I still carry those same principles. I have to be passionate about what I care for, because not just for the people who are watching, but for the people who aren't watching. I have to carry the same leadership skills. I'm a president. I'm president of my floor at the campus. I do a bunch of meetings. I run a bunch of meetings. I do a bunch of stuff with councils and my secretaries and my treasurer and my event management. I still do a bunch of stuff, which also takes leadership skills as well. So that's fine that I'm not playing sports. I have to learn to give some stuff up in order to succeed. You have to be okay with that in life. I gave up football. I said, no, I can't. I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't have the same passion as I did growing up. I still love to hoop. I still love to throw a football around, but doing it, I don't know, 10 hours out of every day, whether that's lifting or that's practice or that's studying, I gave it all up. It grants me free time for sure. I don't regret any of my choices at all, because I still carry it with me. to this day. And Ryan Coogler is 100% correct to credit all of his success in film from football, because football teaches you a lot in life. We all play sports in this room. Not all football, but basketball and any sport included teaches you a lot about how to carry yourself mentally and physically. And then we display those principles out to other people who are watching so that they can better themselves as well. And that way you can lift up your entire community, because we love to care for our community. You lift up your community, and now you guys are stronger as one person. And that one person is the community. So I do, I don't know. Yeah, that's all I really have. I mean, I do have a lot of free time. It's not like crazy, but I don't know. I enjoyed my years in high school. I did with sports, and I won't give it up for anything. But I will also not regret my decision of not playing sports in college, because of course I got college offers. Not nowhere like crazy, D2. I had one D1 offer, and then the rest were small D3, D2 schools. And then they asked me to play intramurals at basketball, the travel team. They asked me to play for that, and I flat out told them no. Why? I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. I had to get acclimated with my surroundings and, the people that I'm working with, because they're all new people. I'm the one person in my graduating class to go to Iowa State. So I'm meeting an entire new class. Great people, by the way. I really love them to death. And yeah, that's all I got.
Indeed. So, Twin, we have two avenues to go down here. We're making a real-time decision. Real-time decision-making. This is a DECA principle and skill to have, actually.
Yes.
So either continue with sports sit down from our perspectives, or go straight into what are we listening to? Which one do you want to do? I'll give the floor to you. It's your choice.
You know what?
Because
I'm not gonna lie, and this is no offense to Xavier, but he has had this segment on for at least about 4 episodes straight.
Fairs.
We're gonna give Ben his spotlight.
All right, for sure.
So we're gonna do a sports sit down with me and then Christian. I'm not gonna lie, basketball taught me a lot of discipline, and I say that in terms of physical conditioning and in terms of mental conditioning. What I mean by that is physical, obviously, you got your suicides, you got your down and backs. What is it, 17s?
17s. That was the next one I was about to say.
You got your 17s. Bro, had to hit bleachers during preseason. Had to run 2 miles around the track. I called it quits. I'm not going to lie. I called it quits. Not really because of that, even though, I'm not going to lie, that was probably one of the hardest things I had to go through physically. It really did teach me how to just stay in the fight, even if I'm last. You know what I mean? Because when I got to those preseason workouts, I wasn't the most fit out of the group. I'm going to just be honest. I was playing center, wasn't the most fit out of the group. But it taught me not to quit so easily and not so immediately. Like, stay in there, give yourself a chance, and slowly but gradually, eventually, you're going to see the change. And I applied that to this. With marketing the podcast, I looked back at our very first post, and I scrolled all the way up to our, let me see.
This is our episode with Grace and Samaya.
Yep.
Episode 3 of season 1.
Episode.
That's off the dome. I guarantee you that's correct.
Episode 3, you mean episode 1, season 3? Wait.
We don't have a season 3, bro.
Episode 3, season 1. I thought you said episode 1, season 3. My fault, yo. So I went from that and I scrolled all the way up to our 181st post, which was obviously your topic decisions. And I'm just like, wow.
Evolution.
We have made so many strides. And the days where I'm just sitting there confused, like, what do I do? How can I generate an audience? How can I get people to be attracted to us? How can I get people to gravitate towards us? Not only with Instagram, but with TikTok as well. Like, you just got to stay in the fight. And eventually, you're going to get your spotlight. And I can name a few. Voice to Excellence, State Competition, Dr. Alexander, Dr. Norell, VTV 2 times. Bro.
What more can you say?
What more can I say, man? Well, so, yeah.
I'll close it out here real quick. I was reflecting on the question about sports sit down at the same time about the who are at the same time with the who are you, and a thought that just popped into my head was this video of me as a first degree black belt in like fourth grade, and I was stuck. There are these things called one step sparring. It's in the name. It's a sparring move that you do in like only 1 or 2 steps, and I was struggling. I kept doing the wrong move over and over and over again. And Master Basha, she's the headmaster of our school. She kept telling me, do this, do this, do this. And like, for some reason, I kept doing the wrong thing. And I finally got it. And then I had to do it like a bunch of more time. Because the principle is do it enough so you don't get it wrong. You know? Not do it enough so you just get it right. That's not the point, right? Essentially, what popped to my mind is I'm a guy who pushes through adversity. Like IB, adversity. Basketball taught me how to get through adversity. Basketball taught me a lot of my life values. I mean, team ball, that's being there for other people. You know, I learned how to love to pass the basketball. I eventually learned that. It was probably around 7th grade, but still, like, eventually I was like, dang, this assist thing is pretty cool. You know, I was like, yeah. So just stuff like that where it's like being the person who, even though I had to leave the sport last year, like probably for good, I ain't gonna lie, until like I still hoop around, but like organized wise, I don't know. But the point is that I'm still happy with the fact that I was able to absorb so many lessons from basketball. And like everybody's been saying, just apply it to other aspects of your life that require it. Like the Voyager, I mean, the amount of times that InDesign has pissed me off this week, ridiculous. And last week.
Can he say that on air?
Yes, I can say that.
Cool.
I'm just making sure, yo.
So, but yeah. So, Twin, run the podcast recap real quick. We got to get out of here.
All right, bet. So, with our modified episode from 5:30 to 7, with our guest and one-time Two Bs in a Pod award winner, Brandon Courts. We talked about time management plus the home stretch of senior year, our most memorable moments of Homewood-Flossmoor, what elements define who we fundamentally are beyond accolades and achievements, and we sat down with Brandon for a sports sit-down segment by Ben Faoro, really just talking about how being disciplined in sports and what lessons did sports give us to apply to other activities and really just other inquiries in our world.
Well, with that, we thank Brandon for coming on to the show again.
Thank you guys.
And good night.